Young exclusive.
Well, good morning. I got two of my homies here with me right now. I have Chat and I have Louie Bandz with me. What's going on, guys? Man, nothing much. Just here, get to know you guys, get to know a little bit about what you guys have got going on. And we're gonna start with Louie right here. Louie, go on, tell the people a little bit about yourself, man.
Louie Bandz, artist, man, young, ambitious. Linked up with my boy Chat to start the Red Connect, man. We just gonna tell y'all a little bit about that.
I bet C-Chill, really I feel like, people supposed to know who I am. But since they don't, I'm use it as motivation, you know what I'm saying? Work hard. I'm an unstoppable force, I feel like. With me and my team, I feel like we got it. We coming, you know what I'm saying?
Cool. So go ahead and tell me about what the movement y'all got going, High Class Hustle. What's that about?
That's the team, you know what I'm saying? When we say high class hustle, what we really mean, we're a group of young, ambitious, driven people, on the same page with the same goals, trying to just accomplish what we started out to accomplish. And I feel like with my guy right here, we lead, we doing what we gotta do. I feel like we good people to put, in front to lead with, cause we got it.
And then just touch on what he said, it's just like we just young businessman, you know what I'm saying, individuals that, like he said, on the same path with the same goals to get to the same place, and to touch it back on what he said at first, we really are unstoppable force. Like, we really don't see nothing stopping us. Like, you know what I'm saying, with me and him as the front runners, you feel me? You can't knock down a wall with a pencil, you feel me? So like, it ain't nothing nobody can do about that, you feel me?
So what made y'all go into rap? Y'all say y'all young, business-minded individuals. Y'all could have started a business. Y'all could have done everything. And then a lot of people say now, everybody rap. What makes y'all different? What make y'all stand out?
I'm gonna tell them my point of view. With this music, it's like you can express so many feelings, and you can do. And if you do it well, you know what I'm saying, that makes it all the better. And with the society nowadays, music reaches more people. Music reach more people. So I feel like if I by doing music, I can reach a crowd and probably get the young people on the mindset that we on. When I say we, I mean High Class Hustle. You ain't gotta sell dope, you know what I'm saying, to be real. You know what I'm saying, to be real and do something, you feel me? So I started music because of the simple fact, for one, that I love music, and for two, I know that's what the people gonna follow, and I'm gonna reach more people by doing music, you feel me? And plus, you know what I'm saying, I can do this shit very well, you feel me?
For sure. Well, really, he just kind of, hit it right on the head. But to add to what he was saying, when I first started doing music, it was more of a leisure time thing. Like, I did it for fun. But once I started dropping tracks and seeing how people was reacting to it and how powerful music is, because to me, music is one of the most powerful things in the world, because it can, one touch of a button like on the internet can reach thousands and millions of people, and you just can't deny that fact. So once I started realizing how important it was to people, like every day people listen to some kind of music, whether you're on the way to work, you're on the way to your ringtones on your phone, so with that, if I can be a voice in there to where I can send a message and it'll get to as many people as possible and they can learn something from my music, like, that's a blessing to me. And most people don't have that gift, to just be able to get in the booth and say some stuff that'll reach, that people can actually feel, like heartfelt music. And that's what I focus on making. Like, it's easy to get out here and just make up some stuff and just run with it and say whatever you want to say, but like, I ain't trying to do that. I'm trying to speak for my people, be the voice of my people. So when they see me on TV, if I'm blessed to make it that far, which it don't matter to me, like, long as people listen to my music and learn from it, I'm satisfied. It could be one person. If that one person listen to my music and learn one thing, I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied.
Glad y'all get y'all head on straight, man. I like to hear that. Now, you talked about your message, and you ain't gotta sell dope, be ambitious. So what is that underlying thing? What is that one thing, all these rhymes, all these mixtapes that y'all drop, what is that one thing that y'all want to teach the listeners, or that y'all want people to know about yourself?
One thing that I want to teach the listeners, and just not even off music, just off watching me, period, like like I said, you ain't gotta, like, cause people got the image of being real as the nigga that sag and the nigga that tote the gun and kill and sell dope. That's not real. You feel me? Real is in your heart. It ain't real. Ain't something you wear. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something that I want to teach the, you know what I'm saying, the people off my music and shit.
What I want them to get from my music is find something and stick to it. I really believe that people are put here for a purpose. So find your purpose, stick to it, especially when it's something positive. Like, music is one of the things that can go either way. It can either be positive, it can either be negative, depending on how you perceive it, you know what I'm saying? So when you listen to my music, I just hope you receive something positive and it drive you. Even if you are on something negative, I hope my music drive you to do something positive or teach somebody else something positive. Because that's the only way we'll go forward is, you know, a community, as a world, is, you know, helping one another. And music is like the biggest teacher to people, you know. You listen to music, like all this stuff people talk about, like people younger than us, they listen to music. Everything they talk about, I guarantee you they probably either heard it from some music, or it's in somebody's music. You know what I'm saying? Like all this stuff that's going around, drugs or whatever, they hear it through music. They hear it through music. So my music, I try to, you know, give them something that they can take with them, always and forever, you know.
All right, guys. Now, who are some of your musical influence? Like, what you got in your CD player right now? What'd you grow up listening to that inspired you to get started? Start with you, C-Chat.
All right, for sure. I mean, by me being from Memphis, I grew up listening to a lot of Memphis artists, you know, and it may not have been some of the best people to start out listening to as a young mind, a young spongy mind, you know, but a lot of Memphis music has contributed to, you know, my inspiration, my aspirations, you know, so just Memphis artists in general who I kind of respect on this music tip.
Some of my inspiration is probably, for one, Yo Gotti, because that's who I grew. I mean, I watched him make it from, you know what I'm saying, the city that I come. Yeah, ground's like basically my level. You know what I'm saying? So definitely Yo Gotti, and I have to say probably J. Cole, because J. Cole, he don't just rap, he relay messages in his rap, and I respect it. You know what I'm saying? Like, all his rap ain't about this typical stuff, rap, yeah, the same stuff. So I had to say probably them two. Them probably be my biggest influences on the music too.
Cool. Yeah, I fuck with J. Cole too. Like, he went to school, now he rapping. So I can respect it because I'm in school and he out here, you know, rapping. So now y'all just go ahead.
They kind of, you know, look down upon artists that's actually in school and doing music at the same time. Like, I've heard a couple things, you know, floating around about, oh, he's a college boy. What does he know about this and this? And my thing on that is, you didn't start in college. You know, when you born, like, I don't know nobody that turned 5 and went to college. You know, you grow up in certain areas and you learn certain stuff. You feel me? So it's like, you know, my thing is like, I grew up in a North Memphis area. You know, if anybody been to North Memphis, they kind of know what kind of city it is. You know, so you know, with that, it's like I do my thing. I seen it, I lived it, I conquered it, and like I'm here now. So with me being in college, I don't feel like there should even be an issue. You know, this should be motivation to people. You know, I'm still rapping, I'm still doing my thing, and I'm still in school, like plan B, plan C. Like, really, I got plan A through Z. You know, I probably got some numbers on the way. You know, plan 1, plan 2. You know, it's just this how I go. Yeah, you're right though. So I just wanted to kind of get that out the way. And if any aspiring artists listening to this, you know, just do what you want to do. If you want to make music and go to school, do that. If you want to make music and be a policeman, do that. Like, it ain't, just do what you want to do. Do what make you happy. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that I don't care what nobody else got going on the side. Like, if you enjoy music, cause you gotta have a passion for music to really do music. So if you got a passion to do music, but you know the situation might be set up to where you gotta kind of have another side hustle or gotta go to work at Burger King or McDonald's or something until your music career get to where you want to get it to, I don't see nothing wrong with that. I don't see nothing wrong with that, man.
Definitely. Louie, you had something to say?
Yeah, I got something to say. And it ain't even just for people with, I don't even know what camera I'm on, but it ain't even just for people with music. You know what I'm saying? Don't be worried about people saying you're going to be the nerd or I'm in school for paramedics right now doing music. I'm not worried about, you know, it's just like Chat said, you got to have a plan A through Z. Throw some numbers in there if you got to. It's just for anybody, not even just music. You know, I just want to touch on it. Just reach out to people.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm always glad to hear people in school and they're doing what they really want to do. So just tell me a little bit, you know, you say you're from North Memphis. I'm from North Memphis too. You know, you probably can't look me and tell, nor. But I just want y'all to, you know, just tell me a little bit about your background and what drove you guys to be like, all right, not only am I going to go to school, I'm going to rap too. We're going to start high class hustle, and we're going to get this movement going. So tell me a little bit about how that started.
How it started, I had a rough path to get to where I'm at. I ain't making excuses. I don't need any sympathy. There's just truth, you know, from, you know, drug using or broken families, gang banging, like I did it all.
My city a war zone. I survived that, been there, done it, banged and hung. What my grandma say, I shouldn't have hung that.
So with me going through that, I feel like it's a piece of me that want to help people experiencing some of the same situations. And through music, it's music. I can put a song on YouTube about, you know, domestic violence or something like that, because, you know, that's some of the things my mama went through. I mean, you know, and somebody can go on YouTube and type it in 10 seconds and listen to the song, see how I felt about it, see how I made it, I relate to it, and be like, oh man, that's what's up. He made it through. I know I can do it. You know, people, cause like young people, I can speak from when I was young. I just want to feel like things gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what I was going through, as long as you had somebody there in your corner, like, it's gonna be all right. It's tough now. You might not see the light at the end of the tunnel, but for sure it's there. You know, so with music, I feel I started music because I can be that person, you know. And I'm already that person before music. Like, before I started making music, you know, I come around my family members, I always got something to tell them, something to teach them. When I come around, all right, here comes see Chat. You know, he come, what you got to tell us? What you got to tell us? You know, like, I'm wise. You know, so through music, I can speak my wisdom into young people.
Here's my nigga. Hey, all right, look. With me, it's more like, all right, growing up, I wasn't even in the best situation. Like, my brother standing over there right now, if he was in the interview, he'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't always get all the J's and, you know, all this stuff, but we see people around us that got it, you know what I'm saying? And for me, music was an escape. Music gave me hope to see better days, you know what I'm saying? So like, and when I would think about music, you know what I'm saying, reality kind of set in at an early age when you in that kind of predicament. And so it's like, music might not work, so get you a plan B. To me, ain't nothing wrong with a plan B. So I hopped in school. You know what I'm saying? This ain't my first attempt to get in school. I started out at first, but young, dumb, you playing, you know what I'm saying? But I eventually got on the right path, and that's all that mattered. But anyway, music to me was an escape. It was hope, and it was a way to express what I wanted to go through. Like, you know, I recently lost a cousin about 2 years ago, and R.I.P. Lil Dear. And you know what I'm saying, before that I lost a homie, Steve-O. And all that pain, like all that, and for some reason I couldn't even cry. So it's just all that pain just bottled up pressure. And music was about the best way for me to get that out. That was like my tears on paper. You know what I'm saying? So,
about to blow like C4. See that I'm successful in the game, that he asking for the cheat code. Tell them pussy niggas free Nico. RP the Lil Derry, Lil Bob, and Big Homie Steve.
You know what I'm saying? So like, if you I dropped a mixtape, and on it I had a couple songs where I talked about it and whatnot. So like, I'm just getting at that music was a escape rap for me. Like, it's all that. You know what I'm saying? And my homie Steve-O, that's the reason we got, you know what I'm saying? That's the reason we got the Red Connect right now. That's why it's called the Red Connect. My homie Steve-O put me and Chat together. So like, and that's another reason music is just music. It's just beautiful, bro. I would never, you know, me and him, it wouldn't be no Louie and Chat without music. You know what I'm saying? So like, music is just wonderful, bro. It's like, it's an escape route. It's comfort. It's a cushion. You know what I'm saying? It's just, people got their different way. Like, ball players play ball. Music is that's just me. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Man, I ain't really just sat here and talked to you guys about how y'all feel about this music, man. And I love everything I'm hearing. Go ahead and tell me, you said you gotta have, you know, plan A through Z. With music, what's your route with music? Where y'all wanna go? Where do y'all see this going?
Okay, music. I feel like music is kind of a gateway activity. You know, it's like once you start music, it don't last for your music lasts forever. But far as you being an artist, like believe it or not, you grow out of being an artist. You get into different things, and that's what I'm inspired to do. Like once my music takes off, and I get to a point to where I kind of reaching up people, and I want to be able to reach them through other things. I'm a writer too. I can write short stories, maybe movies. I can do it all. So I feel like that'll be something I might get into. Maybe working with some people, maybe writing a movie, writing a TV show, writing a cartoon, writing anything. Like I can do it. Writing, painting pictures. Like I'm great at that. I'm great at painting pictures in people's head. So that's another reason why music is kind of easy to me. It started off hard because I was thinking too hard on it. But as I got to doing it and starting to really develop a passion for it, and I really got into it and started to love what I do, it just became easy. It's just pictures. If you think about the best songs, it's they create the best pictures.
And with me, like my plan, other than music, is like I said, be a paramedic. I mean, I found besides the music stuff, I found the human body to be fascinating. Like I'm just interested. You know what I'm saying? I'm just interested because like it's a lot about the human body. Like real talk. I could talk all day about that, but like I just find it interesting to me. But that's one of my interests I got besides music.
Now back to this family that y'all got. Y'all call it high class hustle. Just give me a little bit about the people that's involved with that, and where y'all plan on taking that as well.
All right, we got a few people. We got different people that do different things. Like we have a couple producers on board. We have a couple engineers on board. A few DJs, promotion team, event specialists. Like we starting from the bottom, so it's kind of hard for the outsiders to really see what we're forming. But in the inside, in the inner circle, we know where it's going. We already know off top. It ain't no doubt in our mind. But we got DJ Trey Hustle. He got some Street Credits mixtapes out right now. And CT on the track. He just dropped Playtime Over. We rocking with it. Go get that. And Corny got Young Kings coming up, dropping April 24th, hosted by DJ Trey Hustle. Which CT on the track, the Playtime Over, that's hosted by DJ Trey Hustle also. And come get you a Street Credit mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Like, come get you one. They hot. They hot cakes right now.
In my eyes, what we plan to take this high class thing is to the top. To the top. Simple put. To see Chat touch based on everything, but yeah, it's as simple as that. To the top.
All right, now, so we found out who y'all are, why y'all really do it and everything. So now this is the part that y'all tell us what y'all got coming out, who dropping this, who dropping that. So go ahead and let the people know what they want to hear.
All right, first and foremost, me and Louie Bandz, Chat and Louie Bandz got Red Connect dropping very soon. We looking at, early summer, me and Summer. We kind of finishing up the project, putting finishing touches on it, just make sure it's how we want it to be. So Red Connect coming, it's dropping hard, and it's basically a story of, how we met, a friend we share, a brother we share, Steve-O, who you might hear us rap about. He the reason this all, became possible. He died in May 2011, and like a couple nights before, he left us, he left the earth, he was telling me like, yeah, man, Louie, Trey Hustle, they moving. They came through, let me hear some music, and I like it, man. I feel like y'all should link up, like do that for me. Like that's something he stressed to me like over and over and over. Like the last 3 or 4 times I hung with my brother, that's basically what he was telling me. Like, yeah, link up. It's gonna be nice. And so by that being the message that stuck with me the most from him, I feel like it was a sign. So we running with it, cause everything happened for a reason, and I look at Steve-O is sort of like my angel, you know what I'm saying, like, cause he ain't never told me no false, he ain't never put me in no situation to where I couldn't handle myself. He always helped me keep my head on straight. So I kind of looked up to him. So for him to tell me that, what he told me to link up with them and it's gonna be lovely and put all these pretty pictures in my head, I ain't had no choice but to run with it. So I ran with it. Red Connect on the way.
And just from my point of view, like Steve-O told me, you know what I'm saying, he was like, man, you ever heard of C-Chat? I'm like, nah, who is C-Chat? You know what I'm saying? So he like, man, you'll know him if you see him, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, let me hear him. So he let me hear him. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, dude rocking, you know, but I ain't pay no attention to it because, you know, a lot of people play music for me, you feel me? Everybody rock, you know. So he was like, he just kept bugging me and Trey Hustle about it, like, man, y'all need to link up with C-Chat, like on like real talk, P. You know what I'm saying? That's what he'll say. So I'm like, let me see what this man talking about. So, you know, he gave me a contact info, and like he said, we done wrote like probably, I mean, 100 songs, real talk, 100 plus songs, cause like Red Connect, that jump hole been dropped like after Steve-O died. So we wrote like plenty of songs, and like they probably just want time to drop it, so we just never drop it. But this time we're in the works, you know what I'm saying? We got everything together. Shout out all the producers on the Red Connect. Trey Hustle got us a street credit, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm smiling because y'all just don't know. Y'all gonna see, but they don't see it. Cause like, when we dropping it? When we dropping? Early summer. So be looking for the early summer. Red Connect.
Y'all heard that? Red Connect on the way. Now, for the people who don't know you guys and want to get in touch with you guys, go ahead and tell them, you know, where they can find you. If you got a SoundCloud, if you got a, you know, Twitter, Instagram, go and give them all that.
Alright, cool. I got all that. I got a SoundCloud, SCChat901, which is also my Twitter name. On Instagram, you can find me at High Class Hustler. The eyes are one. High Class _Hustler. Go find me. You can also search for me on Audio Mac. Just search C-Chat. I'm on there. I follow back. I mess with my fans. I interact. I like pictures, like all that. Like, mess with me and I mess with you.
SoundCloud, Louie Bandz 1. On my Twitter is at @CampaignLouie_. Instagram, High Class _Louie. Follow me. I follow back. Interact. All that, man. I love y'all.
To make it simple, Instagram, it's the gang. At it's ITZ_ the gang. And you'll be able to get everything you need there. You know, soon you send somebody respond to you quick. Depending on what you need, whether you're trying to contact me or contact him, you know, they'll be able to help you from there.
There you have it. C-Chat, Louie Bandz, Red Connect on the way. High Class Hustle. Y'all be on the lookout for that.
Hey, bro. Hey, let me check you, bro. I'm telling you, bro.